right, welcome to studio. Don't forget, this is Rescue Television, and I am your host. My name is MC Comedian Chief Oche, one of Africa, and I'm here alongside with our regular, wonderful guests. Sir, can we meet you, sir, one more time?
Thank you once again. I'm Reverend Emmanuel Lorumagba, National Director, Media and Publicity Rescue Movement for New Nigeria, and Chief Editor, Rescue TV.
All right. In today's edition of the program, we're going to be talking about women in politics. Most often, I discover that women are being neglected when it comes to issue of leadership in countries. And I say, what happened once? We once had Margaret Thatcher, we once had Queen Elizabeth and the rest of them. So what's happening in other countries, particularly Africa? Why is it that women are not fully involved in the leadership affair of the countries?
Thank you. Let me just jokingly use the saying of one of our late leaders in this country. He said that women are for Ozaru.
Ozaru, which is the kitchen.
Okay, he said that for the kitchen and for Ozaru. Well, I think the first remain that women are not created only for kitchen as the Ozaru. No. Women also have the ability to be in power. Of course, we are not saying that women should hijack everything, but we need women. We need to understand something, that there's no man that is complete, and there's no woman that is complete. When God created man, he took a bone out of the man. So that means he has removed something from that man. And what he removed from the man was what he used to create a woman. That means that man is no longer complete because there has been an extraction from that man. And that extraction that completes the man is what we call a woman. Like somebody said that a woman is also a man, but it is a man that has a womb. That is why it's called a woman. Like some of them are saying that bone is part of what connects to the womb. And that is why when God created her with a womb. Of course, no man has a womb. It's only a woman that has a womb. Therefore, what a man does not have, a woman has. What a woman does not have, a man has. Therefore, in any association, any group, any ruling class, we need also the contribution of women. Because even as a married man, you will agree with me that when you take decision with your wife, it's different from when you take decision alone. Because as a man, when you want to take decision, you do your own gra-gra. There are some aspects you don't look at. But a woman will sit behind, succulent, quietly, and observing. Those aspects you don't look at, a woman is looking at those angles. By the time a woman will come out, the woman will say, this is high about this, high about this, high about that. You will not start looking at this, was I foolish not to have even considered this? You are not foolish. It's just because that is lacking in you. And what is lacking in you is complete in women. Therefore, our women should also be empowered politically. We should have more women in the parliament, House of Rep, House of Assembly. And do you know that Nigeria, so far, we are yet to have the first female governor? But if we are to jokingly say the way people used to say, but of course, we once had a female governor in Bayelsa. Of course, I think you can remember the female governor we had in Bayelsa. Alabisia, when he translated to a female. But anyway, that was a joke. But originally, that was a fake female governor. But the original female governor, there has not been a female governor. One that was close to him was Mama Taraba. But eventually, either she was manipulated or the ruling class feel like, how can a woman govern Taraba State? And then eventually, whatever happened, no one can say for now. I cannot say. But we need women in governance. We need women as a governor. We need women in the House of Parliament. We need women in State Assembly. We need more of them. So that by the time we are making law, then they can also bring the feminine thinking, the feminine mentality into it to balance whatever we make, so that our law will not just be bang, 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 for the gra parliamentarians.
Thank you very much. And even if they are not coming in as a head, or maybe like as a president or as a governor, at least just like what happened in in Kaduna, where we had was it Balari? What's that her name? Balari, something like that. As the first vice female governor. Sorry, I don't think she's the first, right?
In Kaduna,
She's not the first.
okay, I can see.
Yeah, so I have to be very careful. So just like what happened last time. So me, I felt, even if we're not going to have a woman as a president, at least we should have her as a vice president.